That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One play.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Here's Barber. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun. And Tate's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's...
Jones hit, and the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is. And was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The first down throw for Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, Winston. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Throwing Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down in inches. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy then.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And Winston lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Watch the out. Smooth. 5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Back to throw. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Come on.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
He's coming. Double up. Three, double up. Flip it.
From the gun, Winston. He completes it to Evans. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here's Winston. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Man, I got you. Check.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Here we go. Set. 60 or. Squeeze, double. Ready.
Jones now on first and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And now here is another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely.
aggressive,
Man,
attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by Gay is
no cap, no lie.
And the lead will
I got a
swell
Glock,
by
got
one
5.
more.
Nigga can't even put up 21 points on me, cuz. This nigga sorry as fuck.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Sit your bitch ass
And the
down.
decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together
don't know what to do.
here at the end
Look
just
at
to take into next
lost.
week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do
Discombobulated. Look at
They
him.
can't find anywhere to go.
Discombobulated. They don't know what to do.
Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Discombobulated.
Sack on first down. Jones.
Look at him.
He's going to let it fly.
Give that shit.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 31's the mic. Get it.
Now Jones.
Keep doing the same play and shit. Like, this shit.
And he's going to be sacked.
Like, this shit good.
They
Son.
sack
Nigga,
him
no, that
back
shit
right
is
at
not
the
good.
midfield stripe. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jones off the play fake. Now a desperation throw.
Man, stop playing with everybody, though. Stop playing with
And
me.
that will be incomplete. They
He's so
were
sorry
going
as
for a
that game.
consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, it's an ideal start.
Let me get out there, hoe, man. That nigga suck.
Next week to
I don't know why he doing that, complaining.